Hey, everybody, it's your lovely Lotus Blossom Lizzie. And today we're going to be making some book charms. But y'all, hold on, I just need one more thing. I think I need one more thing. I'm just setting up a little table next to me because y'all have a lot of stuff on my desk. So, I want to kind of free some room up. And I had to get my hot chocolate out. You all may hear a lot of throat clearing because I don't know, something kind of goofy going on with my throat today. So I'll try to keep it to a bare minimum. So hello there, Nettie and Rachel at Scrapcraftastic. Also, hey, Brenda, and thank you all for the thumbs up. We're trying to get this video to 1,000 likes. And y'all, I'm drinking some hot chocolate. Well, I just put it in here, so I know it's super hot. So I don't want to burn my tongue off, but it was some hot chocolate that I got from for Christmas, and I just wanted to show you all. This box is amazing. I'm gonna keep it for my next Christmas journal to put inside my journal, because I can make some pockets or something like that. Hey, Penny, and also Gretchen. So before I get started, I always like to invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you love junk journaling like we do, you'll want to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and also hit the notification button so that you'll be notified when more videos like this come out. And also give this video a thumbs up. We're trying to get this video to 1,000 likes. And no, Boo Boo Kitty, and hello. Hello, Gretchen and Boo Boo Kitty. I think I said hello to you already, Gretchen, but that's okay. Hey, Kaleidoscope, we're glad you're here. I'm glad everybody's here today. Also, you can head over to our Facebook group, which is Junk Journal Buddies, if you really like to see more than just my stuff. There's lots of ideas over at the Junk Journal Buddies group over on Facebook, and the link is in the description. And also, if you want to see more live streams, you can head over to the Patreon channel, which is patreon.com/LizForday. I'm usually over there early in the mornings, but the replays are always available. So you can check that out over there as well. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my throat. Let's have a little cocoa. Too hot still. Ooh, but it tastes good. Okay. So I'm making the charms for these journals. So you can see here's some of the journals there in the box, and they are on the precipice of being completed. And so the only thing I have left really is to sew in the signatures and to put on the charms. So I do have a few charms that I made already, so I'll show you the ones that I have already. And as a matter of fact, I want to go ahead and put some numbers on these books. Well, I'm just going to put them in the bag anyway. So I'll just kind of give you a little bit of a sneak peek. This is not a full walkthrough of these, but these are the charms that we're going to be making. And they are definitely Jessica Rapp inspired. She makes lots of game piece journals, and I love the way that she made them, and I wanted to actually make some as well. So on the journals, what I'm doing is if someone purchases them, they have the option of actually selecting the Scrabble tile that they want. So, you know, if I'm Liz, I'm going to put an L on there. And so I'll just give you a little peek in the inside. I'm just trying to wait for a few moments because the notification just went out. So this is what the inside of this journal looks like. And you see there's a pocket in the front and a pocket in the back, and I'm not going to do a walkthrough, and it has some tabs and places where you can hang things on it, and these are just like absolutely beautiful. So I wanted to include book charms on here. So every time I show these, I have several questions as to how I actually make the charms themselves. So I wanted to kind of give you a peek. And I have been collecting for a while lots of game pieces. And you can just get any kind of game pieces you want. You can also use like jigsaw puzzle pieces, anything. They're very simple to make. They're a little bit time consuming to make, but the process itself is it's pretty much, you know, simple. And here's one where I use domino. I use some of the faux glass, the faux glass charms that I made as well, and checkers and just all kinds of stuff like that. So, oh, I said I was going to put numbers on this. This number is, oh, it's already on here. This is number 1. So that's what number 1 looks like. Let me put that back in the bag. I'm trying to keep them, make sure that they stay nice and clean. I like keeping the journals in bags. This one is going to be journal number 7. So let me put that on here. And y'all, my the things are falling off because this is open. I don't have it closed, so I still have to put the signatures in. So I didn't have this all the way closed, so my little charms are kind of falling off. But once I close it all the way up, they won't fall off. Get back on there, charm. Get back on there. No, I'm trying to do this without my glasses, but it's not working out because I can't see what I'm doing. Now, this is a little bit of a tutorial, but not in. I kind of explained it before. I kind of struggle a little bit with the jump rings, but I'm going to do my best today so I can kind of give you all an idea of how I do this. Hello, Susan and Rose. So that one, this one's number 7, and this one is number 1. And this one is going to be number 6. There's 10 of these. This one doesn't have a charm just yet, but charm is coming. And this one is going to be number 2. And this one is going to be number 5. I just want to go ahead. I put stamps on these earlier this morning, but I forgot to put them in the bag. So I wanted to make sure I put these in the bag. And they're going to be hanging off with the charms. That's number 4. And this one is going to be number 8. Put number 8 in here. And oh, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do it, Brenda. Don't worry, I'm gonna show you today. So calm down. This is number 9. I'm just putting this stuff away so I can get it off my desk. And this one's number 10. So get out of there, number 10. Number 10. And then this one, see, this one has a charm on it already too. This will be number 3. So I'll move these off the desk. If you see any of these journals that you would like to get, I have them up for pre-sale already. The link is in the description. And you can just pick it by numbers. And if you purchase a journal during the pre-sale, you'll get a free gift. You'll get a pen to go with that. And I'll explain when I do the walkthrough everything that comes with this, because I'm going to have a bunch of extra stuff that goes with these journals as well. Okay, so let's get this show on the road. Let me see if my hot chocolate is cooled off. Y'all, this hot chocolate is good. I'm glad I made it. I need it for my throat. So hopefully I'll make it through this live stream. Okay, so I have a few tools that I'm going to be using. And I had to buy another long nose needle nose plier. I have another jewelry making tool, but I didn't really like how it felt, so I'm going to see how this one works out for me. And I actually have 2 of these because it's easier for me to work with 2. And they don't cost that much. They're pretty inexpensive. I also have like a cutting board. Y'all see, I got that for 50 cents. I never took the tag off of it. So I'm going to use this cutting board. I got this at a thrift store. And I didn't really care that it had an S on it because, you know, there's nothing in my name that is an S. Boo Boo Kitty, my brother, is not here, okay? I told you don't want that thing. All right, so I had to go out and buy some jump rings. So let me put these in here. And I got the jump rings from Hobby Lobby. And I actually have some different size jump rings here. And I just put them all together because I can see. Now, it doesn't look like a lot, but it says that just in that pack alone is 50 pieces. So it's 50 jump rings. And y'all, these actually are not the ones that I wanted either. I'm just not looking at them, but I don't think these are going to work out for what I want today. And I need the big jump rings too. Dagnabbit. These are not the ones I wanted, but I'm going to see if I can make them work, but I don't know. It might be the end of the live stream. Okay, and I have lots of, you probably saw this in the actual thumbnail. I have lots of game pieces. And let's see. And I also have some of these rings that are made by Tim Holtz, so you can buy them in a pack. And I've had these for a while and I've just never used them, so I have quite a few of those. So I have those in this little container here. Yeah, all these containers I got from thrift store, because y'all know she's cheap like that. And then I don't know how much stuff I can have sitting out on my desk here. I know y'all like looking at all this stuff. And then here's some more game pieces. So I know when I went thrifting and I bought this game, I forgot what the name of the game is. Let me see if it's on here. It's called Rummikub. Somebody asked me what I was going to do with these pieces, and this is it. I'm going to be making pieces with these. So I have like some, I didn't even know this was in here. This is like a backgammon game. I got a few dominoes. Yeah, don't go and like take all your charms from your kids' games. I think this was like from a Pokino or a bingo game. And you all saw when I bought like the little checkers game also. Got that. This is a game called Triominoes, and I've been playing this game since I was like a little kid. And this probably might have been the original game from when I brought from my house, but I don't really play games that much because the kids are not here anymore. So I decided to bust it down and use it. And of course I have the dice, and I'll show you how to do those. And also the Scrabble letters as well. I got some Monopoly pieces. Got Monopoly pieces here. I got some Trouble Game pieces to use. I also have some wooden Monopoly game pieces as well. So I'm going to use those. And I think, well, if it's anything I didn't mention, you all can see it also. All right. Time to drink again. Y'all gonna have to drink a lot. Oh, Livy's, I see. They told on you. No driving and watching the videos. Okay, so what I'm probably going to have to do for some of these is I have on these checkers or whatever they were, I put some big jump rings on here, and I probably didn't need these that big, so I'll probably take these off and use them on something else because I need big jump rings. And the rings that I got, I couldn't find any big jump rings at Hobby Lobby, and the ones I got are not what I was looking for. So anywho, okay, so let's get this show on the road. All right, so you're also going to need some type of a drill. I am a handy woman around this place. If anything needs to be fixed, I'm your girl or guy or whatever you want to call it. So I have a drill to do this. And so you want to have a good drill. And the drill bit that I'm using is 1/16. So it's the smallest drill bit that I have. So I also have these drill bits, and y'all won't believe it, but I actually sell these. And so I had these, and this goes over here on this side. It's the smallest drill bit that I had. And it is 1.6 millimeters, and it's 1/16 of an inch, if anybody wants to know. All right, drink. All right, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up for all these beautiful game pieces. All right, so I'm gonna start with something very easy, and that's these. These are, let me get one that's not done, the Rubik Cube. And I wanted to, first I had to decide where I was going to put the actual hole at. So let me just go down a little bit so y'all can see. And so for these, they're kind of thin, so I knew I wouldn't be able to put the hole up here, so I'm going to put the hole like in the front here. So you have to kind of gauge like how brave you are when it comes to doing drilling. I'm pretty brave, but you know, I do have my glasses on, so I'm just saying safety first. I'm no expert, and I'm not taking responsibility for anybody who drills through their fingers or fingernails, okay? So I just put this where I want it to go. I know it's hard for you all to see, but I think you get the gist. And I just give it some pressure. And when I feel it go through, I just reverse my drill, and basically I have a hole. I'm just going to use my little We Are Memory Keepers thing here. And I just usually just kind of stick it through the hole just to make sure that there's no debris inside of there. And I think you can see, the hole here. So it's just a simple hole right there. And I probably should have put it just a little bit further up, but that's okay. So let's see. And then the next thing I would do is I will put it on a jump ring. Now, I don't know how these jump rings, I probably have to mess my nails up with these. These are like those rings that you, like a key ring, but it's like on a smaller level, but this is not what I wanted. This is not the ring that I wanted. So I don't think I'm going to use these. Dagnabbit. I didn't even notice until I poured them all out. Let me see if I can bend them some kind of way. No, they're kind of tight. Darn it. Okay. So because what I want, I'm going to need a ring that can go through there. Let's see if this one will work. This is the piece that I kind of struggle with a little bit. That's why I didn't really want to do this on here. So when you open up your jump ring, you just want to like, you want to do it like this. You don't want to try to like pull it loose like that, because then it's just harder to put it back together. So this one, this ring might be too small. So I'm gonna see if I can make this small one work. Since I don't have what I'm looking for, y'all. See, I told y'all I'd be struggling with this. I know y'all didn't believe me. Struggling with these dang on jump rings. Let's see. I have to be quiet so I can concentrate. Yeah, this one's not gonna, it's gonna be too small. So let me see if I have a bigger one that will go through here. I'm gonna take this one off, because these are big. I don't even remember where I got these from. I'm gonna have to go to another store, maybe Joann's, and see if they have some. But I'll still be able to demonstrate some of these for y'all today. All right, so that's good. Oops, sorry if I went off cam, y'all. All right, so that one is good. It could be a little bit better. I think y'all know me. Sometimes I get caught up on like the details, but I try to get them so that there's not like a gap. Okay, so that's good. So now this one is ready to use, basically. So that's one way to do some of the, this one, is you just put a simple hole in here. So let's put that over there. So now let me show you like one of these. This is a Monopoly piece, one of the houses. And with the games, you either get like the plastic houses or you'll get like a wooden one. So this one's a plastic one, so it's hollow on the back. So the first thing I had to do was decide how I was going to put a jump ring on here, because the jump rings are the key. So I had to decide how I was going to put the jump ring on here to actually be able to hang this. So what I decided to do was just to put like a hole through one side, and then I should be able to put a small ring on here. Now, I will say, this is a little tricky with these plastic pieces, so we'll see what happens. Let me move some of this stuff out the way. Let's see what happens, because we don't want it to break. Close that up. Move this over so y'all can see. Now, since this is so small, I'm going to try to hold it with my, you can use like regular pliers for this as well. And I'm just going to try to go through here. And I'm not putting too much pressure on here because I have broken a few of these pieces because they're plastic. So they're kind of delicate. So I just try to let the drill do its thing. So I can't get too close because y'all are kind of close as far as the camera goes already. And then again, I just make sure there's no debris on the inside. And it looks good. And so what I did was, okay, so you can see where the hole is at here. I'm going to try to come up a little bit. Get the focus going, right? There we go. So you can see the hole. And you want the hole to be not too close to the edge, but close. Because when I put the jump ring on, it needs to be kind of close to the edge. So in this case, so I've got my little stack of jump rings, and I'm just going to grab one. And I just don't really need one that's too big for this one. Even though I don't have any large ones in here now. That kind of makes me mad, y'all. And let's open her up. Actually, having both of these helps out a lot. All right, so we got that on there, and let's close her up as best I can. And just try to close it so it's not a gap, because you don't want, because I may hang this with another jump ring and I don't want it to fall off. So, okay, that's pretty good. Let's just do it a little bit more. So you can see it's a bit of a slow process. Okay, so there we have it. So we have that with the jump ring, and that one's ready to go. Okay, time to drink. Hey Crafty, we're making some charms for a book. All right, so the next one I'm gonna do is this domino, and it's a wooden domino. So the first thing I had to do was to decide where I want to put whatever kind of hangy thingy I'm going to put on here. So this one I'm going to do a little bit differently. I could put a hole through here and then just hang it with the gargantuan jump ring. I don't have any gargantuan ones, but I like this method better. So I'm actually going to put a hole like in the top of this. And I'm going to hold this with my pliers because it's easier to do it that way. And that way, if I slip off with the drill, I'm not going to drill my hand. All right. So then I just try to get in the middle, as y'all can see here, and just hold it straight up and down, and then. Now, what I'm attempting to do is kind of not go too deep. Like I said, I'm trying to stay in the middle because the ring that I'm going to use for this one, yeah, I don't remember what the name of it is, but it comes in like a pack of 75. And I did get these at Hobby Lobby. It has like it's like a hook and screw. So let me get the focus better so y'all can see. See that? It's like a hook and a screw, and it's really tiny. You could tell like up against my nail. Look how small that is. I do have big hands, but they're not that big. Okay, so now what I want to do is just make sure that that when I stick this in, because my screw is the head on my screwdriver, well, the bit on my screwdriver is bigger than this piece, so I just want to make sure that when I put this in, that it's going to go all the way in and it kind of sits like flat. Can y'all see that? Like that. So I made the hole deep enough, so that's good. So now I'm just going to set this aside for now, and I'm going to do a dice. And we'll do one of those and a dice. Let me find my dice. Alright, so it's just an ordinary dice. Nothing special. Okay, Crafty Cat says the name of it is an ice grill. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's do this first. So you can do this the same way. You can put a hole through the front, but I'm going to put mine through the top because I like it that way. Y'all, we have 29 people on and there's only 11 likes. Shame on y'all. Shame on y'all for watching this video and not liking it. So I'm going to go through the top and try to stay in the middle. And I kind of have a feel for like how far to go down. And then I just kick the dust off of there. Make sure there's no debris in there. And you can see I didn't go crazy. And I'm going to get another one of those little eye hooks because I'm going to need that just to make sure it's deep enough. And it is. You can see. So it's going to go like this. So it's not secure yet. So let's put that over here. Hey Sheila, how you doing? Girl, I am brave about this. This is like the easiest thing in the world. Okay, now the dice. Now, I have done the dice where I put the hook like through the, kind of like through the corner of it, but it's a bit tricky for me. The easiest way that I've done it, and it really works out well for me, is to just go where the number 1 is at, and I'm going to drill inside that 1. Y'all, my voice is going. I'm trying to stay going. My voice is trying to leave me. Okay. Make sure the drill is going the right way. Oh, Boo Boo Kitty, you didn't like the Whopper? I love the Impossible Burger. I thought it tasted like meat, personally. It was kind of scary how much it tasted. I didn't have an aftertaste at all. Alright, let's see. Let's get that debris out of there. So you can see that's where the 1 was at. And I'm going to take another one of those eye hooks. And just make sure it's going to go all the way down. So I'm going to do this a little bit more because I'll show you. Let me show you where it's at. How far I went down. So, now let me fix the focus for you. Because y'all know my focus, for some reason, it doesn't autofocus like it should. So, if you can see, put the eye hook back in there. Get back in there, eye hook. It's kind of sitting outside of the hole, and I want it to be just a little bit deeper. So I am going to just drill this a little bit more. This you have to give a little bit of pressure to. Because I don't know what a dice is made out of, but you know. Probably some serious resin. Okay, so it sits all the way down. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is, now you can use any kind of glue that you want to. I've seen people use like the E6000. And y'all, personally, I have some E6000. However, that stuff is like really smelly. And let me clean this off real quick. It's really smelly, and I don't know what kind of chemicals in it, but it does. The first thing it says that it may have cancer-causing agents. So I probably won't use that anymore. I never really used it that much anyway. But I found that the Aleene's Tacky Glue works good for me. So you can use like super glue, whatever kind of glue that you have. So I'm just going to take the cap off of this. I had it upside down so the glue is kind of up to the top of the tip. And the only thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick, I'm just holding, I'm trying to hold my little eye hook here. And I'm just dipping the screw part into some glue. So it's going to have like a glob of glue. Can y'all see that? Glob of glue there, and then I'm just going to stick it into this hole. And I found that's enough to keep this. Now, and I push it all the way in, and I just leave it alone. I probably will not mess with this for 24 hours. But you know, the Aleene's Tacky Glue, it sets up pretty quickly. But just in case, I would definitely just leave that for like 24 hours. So I'm going to do this one the same as well. Now, if you do have a drill bit that has a smaller drill bit than I have, then you probably can get one and just screw these in. But you know, this works just perfectly for me. So let's put that in. You can see. Now there is a little bit of white glue on there, and I'm going to go back and kind of clean it up just a little bit. But I found that it really doesn't make that much of a difference. So let's put this, dip this in here. Also, so I have a little bit of, well, a lot of glue. I probably didn't need that much, but, and then I just make sure it's sitting all the way in. And then I have a wet rag up here. You can use a baby wipe if you like. I try to avoid using too many baby wipes because, you know, they're going to go in the trash. It's just creating more trash. So I usually keep like a wet rag. And I'm just going around the edge because I don't need all that glue. All that extra glue on the outside is not necessary. So I get as much off as I can so it's nice and cleaned up, and I just leave that alone for like 24 hours. And I'll do the dice as well. It's not too much sticking up on this one. And also the Scrabble piece. And I'm just getting around the edge as much as I can, but y'all, it ain't that serious. It's not that serious. So still a little white there. And if you can use a glue that is kind of clear, that dries kind of clear, then that works too. All right, y'all, I'm drinking hot chocolate. Hold on. She needs a drink. Thank you, Crafty. Okay. So let's do a few more pieces. Let's see. I'm going to do, I don't know if I can do the triamino or not. Y'all know what I haven't tried to do. I'm going to try something different. I'll show you what I have done with the triaminos. And see, I just go around, if y'all can see there, the corner. It looks kind of funky, but once it's on a charm, it's just fine. And I actually added an additional jump ring to this one. So I put one hole like right at the tip here and went through. And then I had a humongous jump ring and I put that on there. But I'm going to try to do like the eye hook on here and see how that works. Because I haven't tried that. So that's going to be different. Alright, so I'm going to hold it with my, I think I'm going to hold it some kind of way. I might have to hold this one with my hand. I don't know. Let me try this one. Okay, this is probably better. Because I really don't want to hold it with my hand. Because I'm getting ready to get funky with it. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Let me, my glue is, kind of like a volcano-ish here. Close this up. Okay. So it doesn't matter which side on the triominoes I'm going to do. Any side. You can, like, I'm telling you, just experiment with this stuff. You never know how it's going to come out. So this is plastic. So, oh, let me fix the focus. Why y'all didn't say nothing about the focus? Y'all got to tell me. All right. Let's see. And I'm going slow because it's plastic and it will break. Alright, and I also reverse the screws when I'm pulling it out, because sometimes you can't just pull it out. So there's a little hole in there. So let's find an eye hook here. Okay, so here's the eye. There's the eye hook. There went the eye hook. Alright, here we go. Now let's see. Okay, so the only thing about this eye hook, which I don't see it being a problem, this is not for a kid, is that when I put this in, you see the end, the tip is here. So, and it is kind of sharp, but I really don't see a problem with that, to be honest with you. So I'm going to do this the same way. I'm going to dip it in some glue. Y'all, it's 31 people watching. It's only 16 likes. Now I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad at y'all. Okay, I'm not mad, really. I'm not. Let me put some more glue on here. I'm going to put a big glob of glue on this one, because it doesn't have a lot to catch it. Alright, so you can see I put the glue. It's a nice big glob. But I am going to wipe some of that off. Let's wipe it off. Or you can leave it on there, because, I mean, it's just like a little white glob. It looks kind of cute, actually. It's a cute glob, because it ain't that serious. That's what I'm trying to say. So this one is a little bit of an experiment. I have not tried this prior. But y'all know everything I do is an experiment. So that's how that one looks. Okay, so let's start attaching these. So I'm going to pick a few. Let's see what we got here. And I'm just going to pick a letter, some things that I've already done. So I picked the Scrabble letter. I have some, these are just some small checkers that I had. So I'm going to use that one. I already have some clips on them or whatever. You know how things just slip your mind? Like all of a sudden I'm like, oh, what is the name of this? All right, let's see. What else do I have in here I like to use? I really only want to put like 5 pieces on here. Hold on. Now I have some, y'all, these are my faux glass tags here. So I'm going to use some of these. Hold up. Here's one that's already done. And with these, I actually have a ball pen on here, because you can use those too, and I have those at in the shop as well. But I'm going to take this off and I'm going to put a jump ring on here. See if I can find one that's big enough to hold this. Doesn't have to be too big. see if this one, this one's gonna be big enough. All right, so let's get this. And all right, and again, you want to just, oops, I'm just tossing stuff all over the place now. Trying to get my hand in the right place on this tool. And get on there, Mr. Jump Ring. I've seen people do this and they make it look so doggone easy. I hate them and I love them at the same time. Maybe this one is better in this hand. Let's try that. And then maybe this one is better in this hand. See if I can bend these back. This jump ring is just a tad small, but I think it'll work. And what I'm trying to do is just close it so there's no gap. Okay, perfect. All right, so got that one. So these are the 5 pieces to this charm. But I'm going to add some additional rings to this. Because if I just put it on here like this, they don't really have like that dangly kind of feel. So you want it to have like a dangly kind of feel. So the more jump rings you have, kind of the better. But you know, you don't have to go overkill. I think 2 is good. So let's just take this. And just make sure it's closed. You could almost probably, if you don't have like nails like me, you could probably just use your hands and do this. Or if you have strong hands. But if you don't have strong hands, or if you have like arthritis in your hands or something like that, this might be kind of hard for you. I will say, because it's kind of hard for me. And you got to have some good eyesight too. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, that's closed. So let's do, this one has a second jump ring on it already. Let me find another one. Let's find another one. You also want to have a jump ring that's going to be big enough to fit on whatever you're attaching this to. In this case, I'm going to be using the Tim Holtz, I don't even know what those things are, but you'll see. It's that kind of show today. I don't know what it is. This was a much requested video. Okay, that one's good. All right, get another one. Get another one here. Yeah, I'm trying to read the chat while I'm doing this. That never works out for me when I'm trying to read the chat. At the same time while I'm trying to do stuff, it doesn't work out. So, AK Rose, that is correct. With all that what you said. That's correct. This is like the Everything Junk Journal channel. Not just junk journaling, but things for your junk journal. That's how I run my shop. In case you all didn't know, I have a shop. pleasantcreations.com. And it not only has junk journals, but it has things for your junk journal. So I'm always making stuff. I love junk journaling. It really allows me to be creative and experiment, because y'all know everything's a dang on experiment with me. This is not, though, because I've already tried some of this stuff, so I know it works. Alright, so let's put this one on. Alright, and then Okay, so this seems like it's taking like a super long time, and it does take a long time. This is like definitely a TV time activity. However, if I wasn't showing anybody, I could go a bit quicker. And hello there, Kel. You are never late. Everybody comes in their own time, so it's cool. So also, if you all notice, I'm not really paying attention to like the colors of the metals that I have here. I'm just picking something, and not, like I said, it ain't that serious. Alright, so now I'm going to tell y'all, I have a problem opening these. Like, I can never open these. But, if I use the jeweler's tools, I can get them open. Once I get them open, I'm good. It's like the first time, I can never get these bad boys open. So, I hope I wasn't off camera when I showed y'all that. But I just used, because I can never, you see, this is what it looks like. Let me not talk too fast. So this is what it looks like. And I can never get this open. So I use this and this to kind of give me some leverage. And then I can get it open. Because after I open them, I can close them and open them after that. But the first time I can never get them open. I don't know about y'all. Seek, but you can't. I do not have a post office box because I cannot afford a post office box because they are really expensive. So I don't have a post office box. But if you contact me over at the Facebook group, I will give you my address after I do a background check on you. All right, so. Boo Boo Kitty, my brother is here. He's laughing at me. You have somebody that's been trying. They've been trying to find out about you. Okay, so this is. Let me close it back up. Hold on, y'all. Got to get closer so I can see what I'm doing. All right, there we go. All right. So this is what the charm looks like. I know it's hard to see in my hand. So it has 5 different parts. You can see there. So that's it. That's a full charm right there. And he went to take the trash out, Boo Boo Kitty. So I will tell him when he comes back. So yeah, I like the Q on there. Of course, there's nothing in my name that's a Q, but I like the Q on there. So, and then this will go on one of the books. So that's one. So I have some pieces. Okay, so we have a dice, and let's do another one of those. And y'all have like these little cardboard pieces. I'm going to use one of those. And how about, I don't know about one of these humongous pieces. So how about use one of these, or look at this piece right here. This is a treble piece, so let's prepare this real quick. Now with the treble piece, it has a hole in it, so I was like, how am I going to put something onto this? Well, how did I do this? Wait, I have to look at another piece because I don't remember. I know I did them with the holes, I think. Hold up. Let me just check it out. Oh, I know what I did. I put a hole on the side. Yeah, my voice is almost gone. But we're almost done anyway for today. Okay, I'm going to try to hold this like this. Let's see if I can do this quickly. I might have to hold this with my hand. That was real easy. Real easy Just trying to make sure I get that debris out of there so I can get a hook in there. But I don't know if I'm going to have one that's big enough. Might have to pilfer off for something else. And yeah, I'm just trying to, there's like some plastic on here. Just trying to get that plastic off. It's bugging me. Get off plastic. The hole is done. It's just some excessive plastic hanging off. Like dead skin. Okay. And since I have this, let me just go ahead and go through this one. All right, and then let's go back in here. And see if I can find another one about that size. This is the second biggest one I have. All right, let's open this one up. And see if I can get this one in here. Sometimes you have to kind of finagle these pieces. It's harder for me to see too when I'm because I'm holding it kind of far away so you all can see. So I'm taking one for the team. There we go. And then close that up. So you can see what it looks like. See, it had a hole in the top, so I just put a hole on the side and then put the little hoop through there. Hey, Happy. And Kathy, hey, hey, hey. Okay, and then let's put one in here. And sometimes it's best to just hold things with your hands. I'm going to close this back up. And it's easy to close it back up if you haven't like just really kind of screwed it all up. So if you just bend it back and forth, you should be able to get it closed nicely. Okay, let's put an extra jump ring on these. All these pieces I have here. That one's going to be too small. I'm just reaching in my little jump ring thing. I just put all my jump rings in the same place because I can see the sizes of it, so it's really easy to pick up. Bye, Rose. Thanks for coming on with us. All right. Let's open this up. Y'all don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. We're going for 1,000 likes. If you're coming out on the replay, I would love to know what you think. Are you going to try this? Are you all going to try this that are on here with me? Okay, that one has a jump ring. Jump ring, so you can see this part's going a little bit faster. And of course, the more you do it, the more you get used to it. And for those of you who are jewelry makers, then this is not going to be you're not going to have any problem with this. This is going to be right up your alley. Of course, I never made one little iota of jewelry. So it's not right up my alley, but as you can see, I'm not doing too bad. And so far I haven't had anything fall off. So these are like some pretty sturdy closures that we got here. Is anybody out there a jewelry maker? So Rhonda says she doesn't have a drill. Aw. Oh, you could also use beads with this too. I'm going to get a metal drill bit as well. I don't have a metal drill bit, but I have some metal game pieces that I would like to use. I think that would be pretty cool. Alright, so now let's open up one of these that I can never open up with my hands. My fingers are just not strong enough. So I'm going to use this for some leverage. Let's see if I can get this open. There we go. All right. You don't have the screw pins? Well, you got to go out and get them, girl. And then these just go on here. Here. So like I said, I could put these on without the extra jump rings, but you don't get like that dangly feel if you do it a different way. So let's put these on some journals. Let me get one. Let's see. Let's put it on this one, which is number 9. And you'll see here I put a little hole here. Now my pages are not in yet on this one. So, and you can see, look at the pockets on here, y'all. Isn't that pretty? I love this fabric and all the sewing. So you can see when I made the cover, I put a hole here, right up here at in the corner. And I put an eyelet there. And so I have some different color eyelets that I was able to use. So I just put an eyelet there. And then all I have to do is put this guy back on. Let's just stick this through the hole and close it up and secure it. I'm going to secure it even though it's not finished. Alright, there we go. And it's secure, so that's how this would look on the front of this. Let's put this back on here. And hold up. It's crazy. These will be getting sewn in very soon. Alright, so that's what it looks like. So I didn't want these to be too long, so that's why I did these the way that I did them this way. So you can use any kind of chains. You can make the chains longer if you wanted to, but since these were minis, I wanted to make sure that that they weren't like hitting the floor basically. So let's put the other one on. So we got the other one right here. So let me put this back in the bag first. Let me put number 9 back in here. So remember that these journals are up for pre-sale already. So if you see the number of one that you would like, you can go and pick it up and get a free gift. Okay, so this one, I think we'll put this one on here. So, and of course you can tailor these to, when you make your own, you can tailor them to the different colors that you want. So let's open this up. And let's put you on here. And I have to have it close to me to close it because I can't see what I'm doing. Hold on. Hold on, wait a minute. It's also hard to do with everything in the book. Hold on. Let me take this off real quick. Because that one's not sewn in yet either. So there it is. So now that one's on. And that's what the inside looks with the pockets. All right, let's put our band back on here. This one is number 5. I love that. I love these. I love these so much. All right. Oh, Kaleidoscope says she's a novice jewelry maker. So you probably have most of the items, well, the jewelry making items. But now you know you can use like some game pieces as well. Okay, so we only just made those 2. So I had this one and this one. And I made this one earlier. So that one has a dice and a triomino on it. This one's number 7. And then this one is number 3, and I did a triomino. It has like it has a Scrabble piece on it and a dice on there. So I tried to put like a mix of the different things on there. Like I said, I didn't want to put too many pieces, but I wanted to have enough pieces where it would be a lot of fun, you know. And let's see, we have this one, and this one I think is number 1. This one's number 1. I love how the dominoes came out on this. Just absolutely beautiful. And then this one here has the Rubik Cube on it. And this is a one of the wooden houses for the Monopoly game that I put like the little I forgot what you said it is. The little screw hook thing on it. So you can see how those came out. And this one, I don't know what number this one is. My number fell out someplace. I think it's inside of the book. And so I still have a few. I still have 1, 2. I still need to make 4, so I will do those later. So I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope I was able to kind of show you how I make these and how I was inspired to do it with all the beautiful pieces that you can find at the thrift stores. And also, don't discount finding game pieces online as well. You can find, if you want like a variety of game pieces, you can buy lots of them on eBay as well. So if you can't find them in your area, you can also find them like on places like on eBay. You can just put in game piece lot and they'll come up. And you may even come out cheaper buying them that way than actually doing them any other way. So just keep that in mind. So I am going to go ahead and shove off because y'all, my voice is almost gone. And I'm not sick or anything, so I don't know what's going on with my voice. So Brenda says she's going to try to make the charms. She just needs a drill with a 1/16 drill bit. That's correct. And the game pieces. She'll be buying them up at the yard sales this year. And that's what I did when I decided I was going to make these. I just started grabbing games. So you want to make sure it's games that have like, you know, small pieces like this, and not like pieces that there's no way you could use on the journal, because, you know, sometimes a lot of games only have cards in them. So you want to kind of check out what kind of pieces are inside of the games. And you can let your friends and family know as well that you're looking for used games. So like I told my brother where he works, he may have access to that. Say, hey, even if it's a used game and it doesn't have all the parts, just bring it home, and then I'll decide on whether I can use it or not. So, hello, Miss Brazil. How are you doing today? So, y'all, I am going to go ahead and shove off. Thanks for joining me. You can share this out. Don't forget to go check out the shop over at pleasantcreations.com. I have these journals. are up for pre-sale right now. Have tons of other ephemera. You can also join us over at Junk Journal Buddies on Facebook, and you can head over to the Patreon page for even more content and more live streams, and that's at patreon.com/Liz4a day. So with that, I'm going to say love, peace, and hair grease from your sweet lotus blossom and lovable Lizzie. Have a fantabulous day and enjoy life.